Hi, I'm Phillip N Burk, a second great-grandson of Jacob Hamblin through his second wife, Rachel. We've just completed a 30-minute DVD, which is a conversation with Jacob himself. In this video, Jacob tells of his conversion to the Latter-day Saint faith, his trials, his struggles to go west with the pioneers, and most importantly, the life-altering experience he had which set him on his life's mission among the Indian people. We invite you to make a donation to the Jacob Hamblin Legacy Organization, and in turn, you'll receive your very own copy of A Conversation with Jacob Hamblin. Listen to the spirit of prophecy and have the courage to act on those impressions. In the history of our nation, there are many legends of great heroes that have shaped our culture and our history. In the history of the settlement of the West, many of these legendary heroes were the soldiers who fought the battles against the Indians. When there were conflicts between the culture of the Indians and the pioneer settlers, armies were brought in to settle the conflicts and subdue the Indians. Kit Carson is one example of a man for whom cities and national forests are named. He's also a man responsible for the deaths and suffering of many thousands of Indians. It is rare in our history to have well-known legendary heroes who accomplished great feats through nothing more than love and peaceful cooperation, without bloodshed. A few years ago, the author Hart Wixom wrote a book about the most accomplished hero in the history of the American West. His name was Jacob Hamblin. Instead of leading armies to hunt and massacre the Indians, he risked his life, and he left his family for months at a time, sometimes at great peril, to serve his Heavenly Father and to follow the direction of his prophet, Brigham Young. When I became conscious, I was lying on a mattress covered with blood. Mr. Johnson did not expect me to live. Pioneer settlers brought their horses and their cattle, which in turn ate the grass and the seeds that provided the meager subsistence of the Indian people. The pioneers would divert the water from streams for their farms, and the Indians would go without. In other areas of the country, when the Indians fought back, armies would come to subdue them. Jacob's way was different. When conflict arose, he would go to talk to his Indian friends and then return to explain the problem to the pioneer settlers. And as a result, peace was achieved without bloodshed and without armies. I came to know from the very deepest part of my soul that the Lord had a special work for me to do among these people. Hart Wixom, in his book, suggested that it was a terrible injustice that Jacob Hamblin was never recognized for his monumental accomplishments. Although Mr. Wixom was not a descendant of Jacob Hamblin, he challenged Jacob's descendants to tell the world about his accomplishments and to let the world know what kind of hero he truly was. The Jacob Hamblin Legacy Organization has been established to represent the approximately 50,000 descendants of Jacob Hamblin and to tell the world about his accomplishments and to let the world know what kind of a hero he truly was. As members of this organization, we're calling upon all of the descendants of Jacob Hamblin, including our little ones, to participate in the organization and to tell the world about this great man. The organization has joined with many prominent residents of Kanab, a little town in southern Utah, which was founded by Jacob Hamblin, to join together to build a monument to tell his story and to inform the world of his accomplishments. The monument will include a statue of Jacob on a horse and will show a map of the American Southwest and illustrate to visitors the many travels and accomplishments of Jacob. The organization also has a secondary goal to create a first-rate documentary film. It is our goal to reach out to millions of people with the documentary film and the monument to carry on his legacy. Jacob Hamblin was motivated to do these marvelous things